Hello, my name is Jacquis.
And I'm Josh. Welcome to Pillow Talk on Hatch Plus, where your brain finally gets to take a breather. Jacquis, it's late. We're in the pillow fort. Here's the thing. I've been having a little trouble because with the summer, there's less new TV and, there's the big blockbuster movies. But I'm like kind of in a drought of things to watch. Have you been watching anything good lately? Or have you seen anything good in theaters?
Yeah, I'm a big movie person, as a top tier member of the AMC A-list.
Oh, excuse me, I didn't realize.
Yeah, you're talking royalty here. I do go to a lot of movies, so I will see a lot of like the blockbusters especially. And so recently I really enjoyed like Superman. I thought that was a really fun movie.
Oh, yeah.
I also, on television, I've been watching like a lot of the shows that are like coming back, like Squid Game 3.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it feels like a little droughty, but like there's always so much stuff to watch. It feels like
that's true.
There's too much stuff to watch. I will say this. Have you seen Sinners?
I haven't yet. It just came to HBO Max, and so I'm like very excited. We're going to watch it this week.
Definitely watch it. I saw it 3 times in theaters, IMAX 70 millimeters 2 times.
Whoa.
And I actually bought a physical copy of it, which has the making of, like stories for the music, how Michael B. Jordan played 2 characters, just like different special features and things like that. When you watch it, I'm interested in like you deep dive into other parts of it if you enjoy it as well.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I miss like DVD special features now that everything's streaming.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
I know.
That we don't have them. But, that's the reason, I guess, to go ahead and buy more physical media, especially because, the reason why we probably have a big drought and what we want to watch and things like that is because they be taking stuff off. We were promised that everything that every production company made was going to be available on these streaming sites, and they are not.
It just disappears.
They just disappear.
They say, here's what's going away this month.
Terrible.
And then it's like, goodbye, Moonstruck. I guess if I don't watch you in the next week, you'll be gone for years.
You'll be gone for years. I'll never see you again. And then also like Warner Brothers, for instance, on Matt's took off like all of the Looney Tunes.
I know. That's a bummer because that's stuff that like I'm not always rewatching Looney Tunes, but it should be at our fingertips.
Yeah, which is, it's a big reason why I think TV watching is harder now is because we don't channel flip, and the ability to have on background noise, like shows or things that you've watched so many times that you don't necessarily need to be actively watching, but it's on. If something catches you, you'll like tune in.
Totally.
And things like that. Yeah.
I just had such a great conversation about rewatching with Ellie Kremendal. She was a dream guest, had her on, and her rewatch show is Grey's Anatomy. And then sometimes if she's not ready to start a new Grey's rewatch right away, she will instead rewatch the original Gossip Girl and then go back to Grey's Anatomy.
That's fun.
Yeah. So if you're listening and you want to hear that conversation and you want to hear me talk to Ellie more about comfort watches, you can find that in the Pillow Talk feed.
Yeah.
My big ones are Seinfeld, and 30 Rock is a big one for me as well.
I could dip back into Martin. I can watch Martin anytime. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
I can watch anytime.
One of those nights where you just don't have the focus for something new and exciting. And you're like, I just want to like spend time with these characters that I miss. Is there a movie, do you think, this is a challenge I'm putting to you, is there a movie you haven't seen in at least a year that you think you could tell me the plot from beginning to end?
Yes, there are a few.
Okay.
But I want to make it a little more challenging for myself because there are movies that I know, like I can recount The Truman Show, like the back of my hand, no
Yeah.
matter how long it's been since I've seen it. But I'm a Disney park fan. We've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just recently talking to someone about the different Pirates of the Caribbean rides around the world.
Yeah.
And it's one of the rare Disney movies where the ride came first, not the other way around.
I remember being on the ride at the Orlando Disney World when I was a kid, way before the movies.
Yeah. And then they've added some Captain Jack Sparrow into like the ride nowadays.
Oh, interesting.
But I would love to do Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one.
Okay.
See, because this would be a challenge. So
I'm going to pull up, because I'm not as well versed in it as you are. So I think what I'm going to do is I will pull up the Pillow Talk Encyclopedia during this challenge in case you have holes in your memory.
I will probably have holes in my memory because, again, I'm doing this to challenge myself to see if I can remember as well. Because the Pirates of the Caribbean, I remember specifically when that movie first came out and like the trailers and everything. And I was like, this looks like a steaming pile. It looks so bad. Yeah. And then I watched it and I was like, that was so good. Like, I really enjoyed it. So it was one of those movies that I went in, when I did finally see it, it had very low expectations.
Oh, that's funny.
And then ended up really enjoying. Okay, let's try this.
Do you remember, because they added the subtitle after, what the subtitle for the first Pirates of the Caribbean is?
If I'm not mistaken, isn't it The Curse of the Black Pearl?
Correct. We're off to a hot start.
This movie, now I'm like, how does it start? So the beginning of the movie starts, I think, showing like old pirate stuff.
Yeah. That's good.
So, okay, it shows like old pirate things, and it shows like a young Turner, like Orlando Bloom's character, and maybe a young Keira Knightley character. I'm off to a very bad start because I don't even remember their names as well.
So you got Turner.
Okay.
And Elizabeth Swann.
Yes, that's Keira Knightley's character. So it starts off with them seeing like some type of old pirate stuff, but they also come from money, and so like the pirates steal from them and things like that. And then there is like they're like, we gotta get rid of the pirates, but like but young Turner, you could see both of them have like some like inkling of like something about this interests me, right? And then we come to the title credits. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Huge moment.
And then, they're grown now, they're older, and like we're seeing like a life in the day of like an aristocrat, the powdered wig aristocrat. And pirates have become like not as prevalent in the world anymore.
All right.
And there is this one pirate, Captain Jack Sparrow, and he's on a quest to find his beloved Black Pearl. Somebody stole his ship. And throughout a series of events...
the classic plot device of a series of events.
Throughout a series of events, there's this other pirate by the name of Captain Barbossa, who... somehow, like, Keira Knightley, like, finds herself stuck on a Black Pearl, and young Turner is, like, in love with her, so he's going to go find her for the people of his land. And they also come on the Black Pearl, but Captain Jack Sparrow is, like, this drunk, like, don't know how he functions, but still somehow functions highly and, like, gets things done and is the anti-hero. He's also doing shenanigans to find his beloved Black Pearl.
So what kind of shenanigans are we talking about?
I'm talking like flying on ropes and
Oh, that's
annoying
fun.
people and drinking and like drunkenly like getting away from being chased. And it's just like, and it's like, oh, he's cornered. But all of a sudden he'll see like a rope and a plate and he'll like cut the rope and it'll shoot him up like 40 feet and he gets away somehow. Like just
Okay.
just pirate shenanigans, pirate
That
shenanigans.
would be so fun
Yeah.
to do pirate shenanigans.
Pirate shenanigans would be very fun. I would love to do pirate shenanigans,
Yeah,
especially half drunk, which he always was.
totally.
Yeah. So, like, Captain Jack is trying to find a black pearl, and, he comes in contact with the aristocrats, and, they, like, jail him because, he has issues with them too. But he's like, I know where I can find your daughter. And they're like, what? And so he like goes on a quest to find his black pearl, which is where they're stuck on. And Captain Barbossa and his crew have like taken control. Meanwhile, on the ship, Keira Knightley is like, I am not going to be your captive, whatever. I'm not going to be caught here, blah, 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 blah. And then, she's like, I'm not scared of, you're not horrifying. And then we come to the big reveal that like under the moonlight, like all the pirates on the ship are actually dead. And like
Whoa.
they're all like they turn to skeletons, and Captain Barbossa says, "You best start believing in ghost stories, laddie, 'cause you're in one." And it's like one of the best lines of the movie.
That's cold. Yeah, I like that.
It was so good. And then Captain Jack finds the Black Pearl, and through a series of events.
Oh, there's a second series of events in this film.
There's a second series of events. They have like fights and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like Captain Jack, like beats them. And like there's this weird like little sexual tension between Elizabeth Swann and Jack Sparrow.
Okay.
But she's going to young Turner, but they all like are all fighting and things like that. And Captain Jack thinks he has his boat, he has his ship back, and then it goes underwater or something like that, and like now they have to go to another world, and that's where we leave off to get to movie 2.
Wow.
I did a very bad job at this.
No. This was real. I'll tell you what. I was kind of bobbing and weaving through the Pillow Talk encyclopedia during this, so I have some questions. But honestly, This sounds like a movie I want to see because I've never seen it before.
Ask a question, I'll see if I can remember.
Yeah.
From it.
So we've got a lot of stuff that it seems like there's a very central medallion in this film. Is that something that rings a bell?
Oh, the Fountain of Youth? Oh, no, the compass. So Captain Jack has a compass that like always points toward what you desire the most.
Oh, interesting.
That's the power of the compass, which is like the aristocrats want that compass because they want to find like some hidden treasure or some hidden gold. So everybody has a want.
Wow. There's so much going on. I didn't realize all the layers that these movies are working on.
Yeah. And I'm like, as I was trying to recount it, I was like, maybe I need to actually watch this movie again. Because I remember like the basic plots of it, but I'm like, there's so much other layers that I'm forgetting.
Are you like a completist with the Pirates of the Caribbean series?
I've watched them all, yeah. I thought the first 3 were great. The next one, or possibly 2, if I'm not mistaken, were okay. Yeah, but I thought the first 3 were great.
What do you think made the Pirates movies so successful? Because like I remember going on the ride, and the like narrative of the ride was like, sometimes there's pirates.
Yeah,
so,
and they cause destruction.
Yep, and they're predominantly, these ones we're talking about, they're in the Caribbean. But I don't like what made it such a successful adaptation, because it's so hard to do sometimes, I think.
Yeah, I think 2 things. I think 1, we hadn't had many successful pirate movies.
That's true.
In a very long time. 2, I think, this first movie came out like early 2000s.
2003, I think.
Yeah. And so like, Disney coming off of the 90s, where a lot of the biggest Disney movies were the animated joints.
Mm-hmm.
And so for Disney to have their name on this, but this not be a quote kids movie
Yeah.
and kind of have like drinking and like murder and like, a plot that like older people can appreciate, I think also helped it as well.
Totally.
But I think the biggest thing was the performances. I think like Johnny Depp performing as Captain Jack Sparrow, and just in a way that we hadn't seen a character perform, felt very fun and refreshing. And I can't remember his name for the life of me right now, but the guy who played Captain Barbossa.
Was that Jeffrey Rush?
Jeffrey Rush, Keira Knightley, Orlando Bloom. You had like really good performances in this as well. So I think like it wasn't like a wink wink, like this is hokey cheesy.
Sure, they did it like really seriously.
They like were acting their butts off, and I think that helped it a lot as well. So I think all those things together.
That makes sense. Orlando Bloom, he really like had that niche of old-timey giant franchises, right? Like between this and Lord of the Rings. Like what a like filmography just between those two series.
Yeah, like it was just all good. I really did enjoy Pirates of the Caribbean, and so some of the newer rides for Pirates, like Disney Shanghai, is a little more based on the movie franchise.
Oh, interesting.
And it is one of the best rides I've ever been on.
Cool. Did you go to Shanghai for Disney, or were you there and then went to the park as well?
I went for Disney. Yeah.
Cool.
I went on the tail end of like a 3.5-week trip to Japan.
Cool.
And I was like, I'm already in Asia.
Yeah.
Before I come back, let me just do 2 nights in Disney.
That's incredible.
Because now I only have one left to go to in the world.
Which one?
Hong Kong.
Oh, cool.
Which I almost did on that trip, but I was like, I'll save it. Yeah.
Amazing. This is a really fun fact that I came across in the encyclopedia while I was browsing. The scene of the prison dog with the keys in a prison in The Curse of the Black Pearl is a reference to the same scene from the original Disney ride. In the movie, Jack's statement that, quote, "the dog is never going to move," is also a reference to the fact that the dog never moved on the ride, which is like, that's such a specific Easter egg. Did you pick that up when you were watching?
Well, I first saw the movie before I'd ever gone to a Disney park.
Oh, wow.
So for me, going to the ride was seeing those moments. So like that was a big moment in the movie.
Yeah.
Because they're in prison and the dog is kind of sitting like 5 feet away from like the prison bars, which they can reach through, but they can't quite reach the dog. And the dog has the keys in his mouth and they're trying everything, like, come here, buddy. They have bones and like they're trying to like catch him with like a rope and they cannot get to him and he won't budge. And so seeing that in the ride, the dog looks exactly the same. So they got the same type of dog. And like, it was very funny to see that moment because it's
hilarious.
Such a big moment in the ride. Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you for indulging in me poorly explaining the plot of that movie.
I'm sold.
Sold.
I want to see it, but part of me is like, I don't think I need to anymore.
Yeah. It's very interesting. You've never seen the Pirates movie.
Never seen it. I've missed a lot of the big summer movies. They just kind of passed me by.
If you have Disney Plus or have access to it in some shape, form, or fashion, go watch the first Pirates movie. I think you'll like it. It is genuinely a good movie.
Cool. I'm sold.
Yeah.
This is good intel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Taking in all this information about pirates, it's really got my head heavy. And so I think I'm going to call it. I'm getting pretty sleepy.
I think I'm pretty sleepy as well. I'm going to dream tonight of saving Keira Knightley from Captain Barbossa. And I'm going to call it a night and turn in. So good night. Good night, Josh.
Good night, Jacquis.